Hi, it's Angie with News OK, and I am back in Sherrel Jones' kitchen, and we're talking about cooking out. It's summertime, folks, which means we're going to be grilling out, and I love grilling out. But this is for how to
prepare your corn.
Okay.
Now you could do it the same way as you do it when you're going to boil it in the kitchen. What you want to guard against is the same thing. You don't want to leave it on the grill too long. You don't want to boil it too long. And you actually do not boil the corn when you're cooking it inside. You put it in boiling water and turn off the water, put the lid on the pot, and then let it sit 10 to 15 minutes in the water, and it's done perfectly. If you cook it too long, it gets tough. Same thing on the grill, and so then you get it more in your teeth and everywhere else. So
okay, so what's the first step?
So the first step is shucking or partially shucking. Now, sometimes you can put it on the grill like this. We pull all the shucks back, and sometimes I take a piece of the stuff like this, the shucks, the little outer part, and I just kind of tie it in a knot around this to hold it together.
Oh, there you go.
So you can kind of do that, and it just kind of holds it in place. You don't have to do anything fancy.
Get creative.
But you just tie it like that, or you can wrap one around several times. These on the inside are easier to tie with, and I just grabbed one quickly. They also have these silicone rubber bands now that you can purchase at kitchen stores. And I've seen them, and those would be great to go on this. Yes, or you can use string, but you want to be sure you've soaked it in water. And this corn's good and wet. I've kept it moist down in the sink. And I like to soak my corn in water for about 30 minutes before I grill it, always. That just seems to help keep everything nice and moist.
Yeah, does it help keep it tender a little bit?
I don't know if it does that, but I just feel like it soaks up more water, and so it's ready to explode with that flavor that we love that happens when you bite into a piece of corn. And I love it that way.
Okay, so what
now you can just brush it for the grill, and if you can get a heat-proof brush, this is a heat-proof brush, and I like to use melted butter or a combination of melted butter and olive oil. And one of the things that I like to do if we're having kind of a Southwest thing is I like to take the melted butter, add a little finely chopped cilantro to it, and
I love that smell.
Or both.
I love cilantro.
I love the smell of it too. Some people are not wild about it, but I sure like it.
It's so good.
And I just put a little tiny bit in my butter.
Oh, there you go.
And you can put some more as you go along.
Okay.
And then I like the lime zest in things, and I'm just using a zester.
Okay.
I'm going to add some of that. Adds another little
So
hint
you don't
the
actually want
Southwestern.
the lime juice in there. You just are
No, you can put some lime juice in there. You actually can, and it'd be really good to baste with. It kind of help keep the butter moist. You'll have to keep stirring it and everything.
Oh, that smells so good.
But that works pretty good. Doesn't it smell good? The cilantro and lime is a nice combination. Now, and you could just, brush this on. Now, there's another way that I really like, and that's to peel the husks back.
Okay.
I'm going to take some of these tougher outer ones off.
Yeah.
Now, these are nice. Yeah, these are nice and moist.
Okay.
But we want to kind of peel them back, but we're not going to peel them back all the way. We're not going to take them off. Just going to open them up, and then we're going to remove the silks, and so we have silkless corn. We have all this stuff. And when I was a little girl, we used to make play like dolls out of the corn husks, and this silk on the top made the doll's hair.
There you go.
And so we were always winding these things up, and then we'd let them dry out. But when they're moist like this, you can do a lot of things with them. These are nice and moist. Oh, and I'll tell you, you got to go. If you get a chance this year to go over to Bixby and get some of that corn that grows over there, it's so good.
Now, how do you know when you get to the silks?
Well, here are the silks. See this? It looks, and it actually looks silky if
it does.
if you look at that.
It does.
And so we just pull these back.
Okay.
See, we're almost there. And I'm going to pull that back. Pull this down, leave those there, and then now what I like to do, I just do it like this. A lot of people like to use a little brush, and they sell some brushes for taking the silk off the corn, but I find if I just rotate it around, I can get most of that off.
Sure.
And you might want to pull this
You're
further
an expert
down.
at this.
I don't know that I'm an expert. One time I decided to do this for a large barbecue I was having. I was going to, pull them back and move all the silks and do that. And by the time I did about 50 or 60 of these, I'm thinking, oh boy.
I bet.
So if you do that, you need to wear gloves because you can actually get blisters from doing this on your hands.
Okay,
so
then brush out the butter. The butter and cilantro and lime?
Yes, we push this on.
That looks so good.
And then what we're going to do.
And smells so good.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to just coat that.
Okay.
The inside, and you could put a little more cilantro in there.
So you kind of want a thick layer, it looks like, right?
Yeah, I just put that. So I'm going to take these, just start putting them back around.
Okay.
I mean, nature made us this wonderful little package to put our corn in. And I like to do it this way because it keeps it more moist. Now, the outside of this corn can even get charred, but this inside will be really nice.
Interesting.
On the grill like this. And I really love it. And you could save one of these husk that's nice and tender. And I'll show you why. And also, if you're soaking this corn in water, and you can, another thing you can do is trim off that pointy tip, and then you have a little more area to tie at the top. But I like to just pull it back, and you can leave it loose like that and grill it, but I still like to do it like it's a package. I like for it to be a little package.
Okay.
And so I just try to take these a little strip of this.
Ah, and that's how you tie it. I love it.
See if we can get that. And then we put this around to just kind of hold it together. I think it looks cute.
That's a great idea. That is a great idea. And you've been working with these your whole life, it sounds like. So.
Anyway, it's a lot of fun. And then here's all this stuff down here. You can kind of clean that up. If you want, you can trim off. I like to use my kitchen shears for that. And I just trim that in and make it a little prettier.
Now, you put this on the grill for about how long do you think?
Oh, gosh, 15, 20 minutes is all it takes. You want to just kind of char this outside and have the nice grill marks on it, and it's so much fun to do. So.
And then when it's grilled up, you just bring back the husks?
Well, let each person do that.
There you go.
Serve it just like this off the platter, and then let them open up their own because they're going to get that aroma of the fresh corn and the cilantro and the lime and butter.
That is a great idea.
It'll just be great.
I
so
love
it's
it.
a nice little package.
Yes, and obviously Sherrel will have this in her food column, so if you want to see it written out, it'll be in the Oklahoman in the life section.
So
yay, this is a great summertime idea.
And get over to Bixby and buy some of that Oklahoma corn.
There we go.
And look for several other fields in your area. The farmers markets will have the scoop on who's growing corn.
Support our local economy.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Sherrel.
Thanks, Angie.